What's up, guys? I'm actually back in the garage today wrapping this EK hatchback. It is a J-Series swap. And one of the things I'm doing, I'm getting ready to do this door, is I need to remove the handles from these doors. Now, I remember I've done this before and it was a pain in the butt. And so I wanted to come on here because there was a few tips that I learned, a few very particular tools to use that can turn this sometimes hour-plus long job into like a 5-minute job. So check this out. So once you pull the door panel off, which is just a couple of screws, there's going to be a few key components here. So you have one, using the tip of my finger, you have one 10mm bolt there. You have one 10mm bolt there. You have this rod right here with this little plastic piece on it. And then there's a rod up there, right there. Those are the items that need to be disconnected and also the cylinder lock. This is where the air quote hacker little tool is gonna come in. So the reason you have to get the cylinder lock off is this metal bracket is held in by this. So I'll show you how to do this real quick. Now, if this is the first time you've done this, I wouldn't suggest removing the 10s until after you've taken the clip that's holding the cylinder, as well as the metal clip that is closest to you, not the rod with the threads. I'll show you how to do that. First thing you're gonna do is take this long flathead. I like to go right here. You're gonna use this as a leverage point. And push that plastic piece up. That is the only thing that is holding this first, so if I can reach in here, this first rod in. So then that one is completely removed. The second thing we're gonna do is there's a little clip. You see this little recess that's underneath the lock mechanism there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 90-degree. You could use a small flathead, but just remember, whatever you use, it's got to be able to fit in here unless it has the 90-degree so that you can stick it all the way in the door. I'll show you what I mean. So this is a little pick with a 90-degree hook on it. Like I said, I got it in that little recess right there, and there's a pin. And what you're gonna do is as soon as you get it hooked onto the pin, you're gonna pull this little clip out. Sometimes it gets stuck. I'm also trying to do this with one hand. Let me get it out. This is what that little pin looks like. Like I said, you stick either a 90-degree pick or a very small flathead in there. You're gonna grab the end right where my thumb is there and pull down on it. And there's a slit that's cut in that metal all the way across that lets that come out. This is what's holding the lock in, and this is what a lot of people don't know is behind these locks and gets people stuck. They end up breaking the door handles or messing up the door. I know, I've done that myself. You're gonna remove those two 10mm there, so one there, and then you come through this hole right there, and you can then the door handle should pull out. And what I like to do instead of pulling this clip off of here is I actually like to just see if it will rotate. Yep, and this one does. Sometimes I want to make sure I'm not bending the rod too bad, but this one will rotate because if you notice, let's get a focus, it is threaded. So this one will rotate right off of here and take the whole lock off in one piece. You can see whoever took this off last, this car was painted at one point, whoever took that off last could have benefited from this video because that thing is chewed up bad. I got new ones coming though, so this is what you are left with. So the rod, the threaded rod is there. You can push this, especially if you're doing something like I am. You can just push that back inside the door. Obviously, you just wipe that off. That's dust. But you're left with this. And don't be concerned because if you bought a new door handle, that's the reason you're replacing this, whether it's broken or whatever, you're wrapping a car like I am, that little piece right there, which normally you try to pull this plastic piece off and ends up breaking, will normally be included. If it's not, you can always, it's much easier to do this on a bench than it is in the car. Let's break all this down so we have a better understanding of it. So your door panel would be here. You're gonna pull your door panel off. You have a 10mm bolt here. You have a 10mm bolt here. This is that swiveling little piece of plastic that we pulled off first. There we go. All right. This is where that little recess is. And then this clip right here is what we're trying to get out. Now this clip, I'll pull it out of here so you can see it. Pull that clip out. This pops off of here. See if I can get it with one hand. can see what that clip sits around. There's another little recess there that sits around. The lock mechanism sits right in there. And the reason that you have to take this off is because this bracket is actually holding the cylinder inside this piece. And then because the clip is here, not only do you have the bracket that's touching the door frame, but you also have the clip that is holding the cylinder, the lock cylinder, into the handle itself and won't release it. I've actually tore up a door pretty bad because I didn't know that. Now I have a solid canvas to continue wrapping this vehicle. Wish me luck. This is my first time wrapping a car. This shit is not easy. I suck at it too. This looks good from back here, but if I get up close, it looks horrible. But yeah, hopefully this helped you get your 96 to 2000 Honda Civic door handles off. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. Down star.